This is Louise Green for MMA Crazy, and I'm here with one half of the co-main event for UFC Prague, Stefan Struve. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
And you're fighting Marcos Rogerio De Lima, who has made the move up to heavyweight in his last bout. What do you think of him as a next opponent for you?
I didn't really know too much of him up until the fight. It seemed like he was struggling to make weight. He's a good fighter, a good pressure fighter, exciting fighter to watch. Always tries to turn it into a brawl, and that's what I should avoid. Just keep him at kicking distance, and if I get the opportunity to take him down, I believe that's the advantage for me too. So.
And talk a little bit about your time away. We haven't seen you since last July. I know, of course, you're coming off of those 3 losses for the first time in your career. So how did that affect you mentally?
Nothing special, to be honest with you. There was nothing wrong with my training camps. There were some injuries the last couple of years, which were annoying. I took some more time off to really heal up and just sit down and really look at what was going on. What were the reasons I lost those fights? And for 2 of those fights, there were definitely injuries. But the last fight, he was just better with the takedowns, and I should have fought a little more aggressive on a higher pace. But for the rest, I don't think there was anything wrong with the training camps. So end of the day, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and unfortunately, I'm on a bit of a lesser streak right now. But I've been on the other side too, with win streaks, with main events, with big fights. So to be honest with you, I don't feel any different than normally it's a fight. I got a fight, and once we go in that cage, there's no losing streak or anything. It's just me and him. So.
And you took the decision to have your camp closer to home now, didn't you? So why that decision?
Well, I was in Kazakhstan the end of December to coach a teammate, and then I flew back. So going into Kazakhstan, I had a jet lag. Coming back home, I had a jet lag. Then I had to fly to Florida halfway January, get another jet lag, fly back here February. I just didn't feel that. It was just too much for me, and I decided to stay home, and it was excellent. Just very relaxed. 1-hour flight here. It was perfect.
And how's that made you feel going into this fight? Do you feel like you're in a different place, having spent your time somewhere different and closer to home?
It was just very nice to not have to travel too long. Just go to the airport, get in the plane, be there in 1 hour. I'm feeling great. I had a great training camp. It was nice to be home to train with my old coaches and my training partners, and it was nice to be home after training too. So yeah, great, man. I really feel great. So.
And you were working alongside Mousasi and Gegard as well. What kind of role did they play, if any, in your camp?
Yeah, it's always great to train with other high-level athletes like that. Just not only in training, but also the conversations after and helping each other. And yeah, we have a good group of people there. Really the highest level in my opinion. So there's nothing in my training that could be wrong if you look at it. So it was an awesome camp. Yeah.
And would that be a permanent move for you, or would you be going back to America?
I don't know. Depending on the fights too. I'll see what happens in the future. Depending on opponents. It was nice to be home. When I went to Florida, I really needed something new, because a lot had happened in my career, and I wasn't motivated anymore training in Holland. I was very frustrated most of the times. Going to Florida, that changed, and now being back home, was really refreshing too. Kind of like the same thing, just have a new camp again with different energy and new things. So it was nice.
And Marcos is, like we said, obviously gone back up to heavyweight. He had fights before at heavyweight. He hasn't had he's had inconsistent wins of late, but the wins that he has had have been finishes. So what do you think you can expect to see on Saturday? How do you think it goes down?
He's gonna try to pressure me, and he's gonna try to knock me out. That's what he does. He's gonna try to throw his leg kicks. But I've been kickboxing since I was 14 years old, so I'm not gonna be impressed if a leg kick lands. I just need to keep him away and fight my fight, and then there's nothing I should be worried about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very, very relaxed and ready.
And this is your last fight on your contract, is that right? Are you feeling any pressure because of that and because of the wins?
No, nothing. Really, nothing is different than any other time. This is like my 8th or 9th UFC contract already, and after this fight, we'll see what they offer. And we were already talking before this fight, but because I was, on a losing streak, it wasn't exactly what I wanted, and so we'll see. I still got a couple good years in me, I think, and all that is for after the fight. And for the rest, I just, what I say, when I go in that cage, it's just me and him. It's just another fight. So, and I've done so many, so it's all good.
Well, we look forward to seeing your fight. Thank you very much. Take care.